The Moonweave River. The whisper that stole the wind. Morning light shimmered over the river. The magical garden rustled with dew-bright leaves. The echoing orchard hummed its gentle, waking song. But the wind was gone. Not quiet, not gentle, gone. Miko's discovery. Little Miko, 3 years old and full of unstoppable energy, burst out of the family inn wearing mismatched socks and a cape made from a kitchen towel. Miko spun in a circle. The cape didn't flutter. Not even a wiggle. Miko frowned. The wind forgot to play. A leaf fell straight down. No twirl, no dance. This was serious. Calling the river spirit. Miko stomped to the riverbank. Hands cupped around his mouth. Suilen, wake up! The wind is broken! The river bubbled once. Twice. Then, floomp. The sleepy river spirit, Suilen, rose from the water, with hair drifting like slow-moving clouds. Suilen blinked. Miko, why are you shouting before breakfast? Miko pointed at the still air. The wind is missing. Suilen yawned. That sounds like a wind problem. Miko shook their head. No wind means no leaf races, no kite flying, no orchard songs. Suilen paused. No orchard songs? Miko nodded gravely. Suilen straightened. This is a crisis. The search begins. Suilen lifted Miko onto her shoulder. Together, they drifted along the river, the water carrying them like a slow, shimmering boat. The magical garden stood silent. No petals drifting, no branches swaying. The echoing orchard was quiet. No rustling harmonies, no whispering leaves. Miko whispered, "Where did the wind go?" Suilen listened. The river spirit's eyes narrowed. There's a sound missing. The whisper appears. A tiny flicker of light zipped past them. Then another. Then a dozen. They weren't fireflies. They weren't sparks. They were whispers. Tiny, glowing swirls of sound, fluttering like lost feathers. One bumped into Miko's forehead. Miko giggled. "It tickles." Suilen caught one gently. The whisper wriggled like a mischievous worm. Suilen frowned. These are wind whispers. They carry the wind's voice. Miko gasped. Did someone steal the wind's voice? The whisper squeaked, then zipped away. The chase. Miko pointed. "Follow it!" Suilen groaned. "I am a mighty river spirit, not a taxi." Miko patted Suilen's cheek. "You're soft." Suilen sighed. "Fine." They surged forward, water curling behind them like a silver tail. The whisper darted through the orchard, between roots, over stones, under branches. Miko held on, laughing wildly. Suilen muttered, "Why do these things always happen when I'm tired?" The hidden hollow. The whisper slipped into a hollow beneath an old orchard tree. Inside, dozens of wind whispers swirled in a glowing pile. And in the center, a tiny creature made of swirling dust and sunlight sat proudly on a stump. Miko gasped. A sparkle bug! Suilen corrected softly. That is a whimsy sprite. The sprite puffed up. I borrowed the wind's voice. I needed it for my show. Miko tilted their head. What show? The sprite pointed at the glowing whispers. They make the best sound effects. Suilen crossed her arms. You stole the wind. The sprite huffed. I borrowed it. Miko shook their head. The wind needs its voice. The orchard can't sing. The sprite's glow dimmed. Oh, I didn't know. A magical solution. Miko stepped forward. You can still have a show, but you have to share. Suilen nodded. Return the wind's voice, and we'll help you make new sounds. The sprite thought, sparkled, then nodded. With a tiny clap, the whispers rose into the air, swirling into a glowing spiral. They zipped out of the hollow, racing back toward the sky. A soft breeze brushed Miko's cheek. Then, a stronger one. Then, whoosh! The wind returned. Leaves danced. Petals spun. The orchard sang again. The Sprites Show. The Whimsy sprite fluttered up. Now I need new sounds. Miko banged two sticks together. Suilen splashed the river. The orchard chimed in with rustling harmonies. The sprite beamed. This is perfect. A tiny show of lights and sparkles filled the air, dancing with the wind's gentle hum. Miko clapped wildly. Suilen pretended not to enjoy it, but the river rippled with laughter. A soft ending. As the wind carried petals across the water, Suilen lowered Miko back to the riverbank. "Thank you," Suilen murmured, "for helping save the wind." Miko grinned. "I'm 3." Suilen sighed. "Yes, that explains everything." Miko hugged Suilen's head. "You're soft." Suilen groaned. "I am a mighty river spirit." The wind swirled around them, carrying laughter, petals, and the promise of more adventures.